by a fly. Oh, good afternoon, remade to vintages. We're doing something a bit different this afternoon. Mind you, I always do something different every afternoon, because if I didn't, I'd be sat in the house. So I think we go for a walk round and show you some of our stock. We are bubbling to overflowing with stock. New stock, old stock, beef stock. We haven't got no beef stock. But it's all around the place. So it would seem I've got to get off my favourite chair and go for a walk. And I think I'll go in that direction over there. I'm only pointing it out. It's all right, I know what I'm doing, but my cameraman has to shift over. So I'll just hang bear with while I put my tit for tat on, and I'll get out my chair as best I can, because these old legs are 70 years old. You know, that makes them 35 years each, doesn't it? So I'll put my hat on, because I know my way my hat on. It's my magic hat. Oh yeah, I feel it. Put it under already. Follow me, and we'll have a look. Stock, new stock. Oh, this sort of thing we have here, already in use, I notice, with a drink, a nice little drink on there. Peaky Blinders. We seem to have cornered the market in Peaky Blinders, sort of thing. Sort of thing you'd put your gin on, or your what's the other one? The other alcohol sort of thing, Scotch and WD-40. That gets me oiled these days. But if really enjoy that, well, they are unique, but it does make one or two. Yeah, well, it looks like it's got a little clock in the corner there, but I don't think it is really. I think it's a little notch in the wood. I've got one or two knots in my, oh, you can't say that, can you really? But we'll have a walk round, steady as we go. Another leg, I'll collect them legs, and eventually I'll have enough for a horse. Now this is a special room. It takes me back to my days when you used to go to these surreptitious nightclubs. I think that's a word you can use. And you had to knock the door, and the bloke could come and look through a peephole at you. I think they do it in the 20s, they used to do Roaring 20s. But in Birmingham, they used to do it with the Peaky Blinders, some of their clubs like sort of thing. And so you knock on the door, pretend this is already shut, because I forgot to shut it. So, we've got this, and we'll look up and down the lane. This is a lane now. We're looking up and down. No roses about, nobody up. Knock on the door. Special knock that was. There you mean. Oh, here he is. The little fella's just beyond the glass. He's down here somewhere. Yeah, Mick the knife sent me. He said we can come in and get a drink. Not water, no, not water. He wants some of that Jack Daniels stuff and that Peaky Blinders homemade cider. Oh yeah, okay, let me in, I'll let you in. He's too small to open the door himself. And he's buggered off. Frightened. He's a doorman. Probably in the door somewhere, I think he's a doorman. Anyway, come in here and have a look. And you'll be shocked. There's all sorts of stuff left in here. Sort of various stocks from 60s and 70s, 50s. There might be a bit of something like that. My old going out frocks I used to use on a Thursday or a Friday. But this is the place you want to park your bottom, your derriere. Look at that. Peaky Blinders, Jack Daniels, the whole thing is in here. I mean, there's a club to take out with you. It's well, I thought initially it was going to be a what they call them bats for thingamajiggies the Americans use, baseball bats. But I think that's a levelling argument bat. But the Peaky Blinders, you get into arguments, sitting here, mind your own business. You park your ass. Hello, barman. He's a little fella again, only a little barman. And you go, oh, this one of them Jack Daniels. What do you mean? You ain't got none. It says all across here, Jack Daniels. It's one of them. Where's the optics? That's a thought. We've got some foreign blokes on there. Got a name. Well, I don't know where. Marilyn Monroe. Oh, even Rory Gallagher. Look at that up there. I like Rory Gallagher. But I wouldn't mind a drop. I've got any ice. I only got no ice. But it's a sort of place you could actually take and create in your man cave, like sort of thing, or your lady cave. Can you say lady cave? I don't know. It's a bit weird that one. But these things are absolutely amazing. I mean, the thing to point out, hang on, me old half and you can, it's called pick it up. It's a good job I ain't fighting age, and we're knocking these around people's heads. But it's made of barrels, look. Either side, there's a couple of barrels, and then the Jack Daniels in the middle, sign again, and then the bar on the top, and these things here, if your customer don't go home, you know, give them a gentle reminder. Yeah, so them are nicely all done and printed up. And a nice bit of memorabilia there, Rory Underwood. That's a nice thing to have, check out. But anyway, I think there's a bit more following on. So if you want to bear with, I shall gently and slowly walk because my cameraman's backing up and he hasn't got a licence for reversing. But we'll have a look around here. Some nice things here again. Nice little set of pools. One way I've had some beer out of them sort of things over the years. I did guzzle some ale. But in the corner again we have some other Jack Daniels items, some mirrors on the wall, all advertising, nice racing vehicle cars, like sort of looks like a Goodwood or somewhere. One of the first racing tracks they used to have them days. Silly thing that was, because they used to have the engineer sat in it with the mechanic, so they would tear arsing round the bloke in the white and the bloke at the back, he'd sit there, so if that flipped over, both of them were mincemeat. But anyway, that was the days, they've moved on since then. But this is our bar corner like sort of thing, brewery Arna. There's a nice little, they call it yard of ale. I don't know if it's a yard or a meter now like sort of thing, but whatever it is, you could afford to fill in. Not to have a bit of a shandy or something, pour that in and have that, it'd be even worse. Go up your nose and down your neck. But anyway, these sort of things, more Peaky Blinders. A lovely off-licence box there, like sort of thing, it's in the back. Iron Brew. That's a Scottish thing, I think, or Northumberland. Scottish, I think, ain't it? Iron Brew, I think. But anyway, they drink anything up there. Oh, sorry, mate, my Scots, mate. Yeah. But as we walk round, nice bit of Glen Eagles there, Ryder Cup, memorabilia all signed up. A couple of signatures either side there, and on the flag. Lovely job, eh? Oh, and I must show you this. This is absolutely astounding. It's a bit lost, really, under these bits here. But this is a wonderful Gothic sort of chair. Get your Ozzy Osbourne arse in there, like sort of thing, and it'd be a wonderful thing to see. Oh, the cameraman's become multitasking. It's amazing. But you imagine that in there, like sort of thing, it's brilliant. I just have a quick sit down. Not that I'm tired, I walk round the corner. But yeah, so you can imagine like sort of thing, Ozzy Osbourne sat here, couldn't you? With his pretend bottle, because you don't think he drinks anymore. Sharon, well, I'll let him, Sharon! No, I'll let him have a drink. But anyway, I mean, it's a nice thing. You can imagine coming up here and sitting down and buying it and taking your time and finding a nice place to sit. There's a nice bench I've just spotted this side of the table. Look at that. That's a Jack Daniels number 2. Is it number 2? No, it's number 7. Old number 7. I thought, no, that's where I want a number 2. Ain't it? But it's one of that. We've got a couple of nice older chairs. There's a Victorian chair there, a gent's chair, and then a nice table and cupboard and whatever you want to call it. I mean, people use them now for drinks. They'll put the drinks on the cold and then they'll cut up the ice. Well, they won't cut the ice because that generally comes good. Try cutting a bit of ice with a knife, that'll catch it out. But your lemons and whatever, put that on there. The drinks left on the top in the cupboard, the meckins and all that, your cherries and things. The cherries are in season today, they're really nice. I'm going to have another one when I get back a chance, got some more. Put that down there for now. And boxes, I think I've been here. A nice Buddha. You can't tell Buddha from Stoke, but that's that good Buddha. He's lovely, he is. £300 now in a bloody nursery. I've got a cough because that's a shock of how much they cost, but it's half the price here, half the price. Nice big cupboard in the corner. 250 years old, I'll bet easy on. Oh, Mother Hubbard's original cupboard, that is. You open that, it is a little doggy. Ah, and he ain't a bear, he's a little doggy. But the cupboard was bare. And so at the end of the day, like through a thing, we come all the way around, and my favourite friend here, I like her, I do, Penelope. She is a wonderful, unique sort of, with a proboscis going on there, but she's very nice. And cameraman has gone shooting in, and we'll have a look to see what we got. Squeeze box. I can see a squeeze box in the corner. Look, I think they used to call them squeeze boxes. There it is, accordion. Accordion to him. This is remade to vintage accordion. Telephone, like David Bowie. He was a good bloke. Love David Bowie. Got tripped out my head on that for 4 hours one night on LSD, listening to David Bowie, one side of the track of the LP. Nobody wants to get up to turn it over. So he's all doing well on that. So anyway, this is another Ryder Cup signed teams. That's well signed up, that is. Medina. So that's there. Then we have this famous, absolutely amazing bingo machine. So 1970s, I should think, 1980s. You'd find them at the fun fair, you sit down in the chair here and play your games, or even, as it's sold for, make it into a bar. Sell it from the back of there, bring it forward. God, we used to have some fun with them years ago. Eyes down, looking. Come on, Mum, you've won. Wake up. Come on, yeah. And so, loads and loads of stuff. There's even more round this side. Have you looked over there? Yes, I think we have a nice bit of glass. Oh, that's interesting. There's a Hogwarts set of books there, wherever they do, but it's a nice little side table for your kids if they're into ghosts and ghoulies. If he's a lad, if you're into his ghoulies. Anyway, follow us around here. And have we had a look at these? I think we might have done. That's an interesting, solid look, that is. It's for a steel scaffolding. That's a nice bit of stuff. But anyway, we'll come this way, and there's some uniforms up there. And there's one of them ladies of the night, her uniform over there. Because they used to visit the lady of the night over there. Looks like somebody brought back a souvenir and kept it. Bless my garden. I like that. That's very nice. That's excellent. Bless my garden. And then there's another Welsh one there. Welsh, memorable. Gareth Edwards. Lovely. Like that a lot. Have a quick peruse with here. Now this ain't changed a lot. It's just got bigger. It's growing like topsy. There's stuff all over the place. So if you've got 5 minutes and you want to come up with some folding, because our machine's a bit broke, but come up and have a look. Remade to vintage, Unit 15, Roland Way, Kidderminster, Newfound Industrial Estate, Kidderminster, and it's DY11 7RA, DY11 7RA. And if you have a look, there's some lovely stuff. I mean, that's a nice colourful sort of poster in the frame up there, sort of French, if you understand French. Could be German. No, but I think it's French though. I'm just pulling your leg, it's definitely the French. All la la and all that lot. But anyway, see if you can make your way up here. And we want to have a big shout out for Miss Moneypenny. She pops in occasionally and has a look round, and she's got some lovely stock. I can't remember exactly where she's based now, like, so I didn't write it down. But it's got left around somewhere, I can't find it. So Miss Moneypenny, she's a nice one to go and look for. I think, oh, look at that, magic. I'm doing magic tricks. Look, there seems to be a card arrived directly. Moneypenny, SJ Vintage, and I can't read the bloody thing because I got my... Bear with me, just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail or something else, and I'll put these spectacles on. And then we can have a look and see where Miss Moneypenny is based. Find me on Instagram, Moneypenny Vintage, on Facebook, Moneypenny SJ. So I'll go to Facebook, Moneypenny SJ, she's on there. Antiques, vintage, curios, industrial and unusual items, very much like we have here. Anyway, remade to vintages. I'll have to bring it to an end because my cameraman's hand's getting a bit tired. So I'll take my glasses off because you can't see me through them, can you? I've got to be seen. But see you next time. I don't know when it'll be because we're a bit random up here, like through. If you get run off our feet with all these customers keep interfering, we have to spot the right time. So I'll speak to you next time, but don't forget I should say B6. I can't think I'll forget that one then, sort of thing. But you know where we are, Remade to Vintage. Come up and have a look. See you later. Bye now.